guys, Happy New Year. This is our first video of 2021. So, we're back again.
Glory be to the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Glory be to the Lord. Today's choir practice. Glory be to the Lord. Hallelujah. Glory be
Wait,
to
I'm not wearing white on black.
Lord lifts me up and when me down.
I beg, sing our channel song.
Please, I want the other plane. So I'm telling God I should leave me on this higher plane on the next day. This is like the figurative something of this year. Higher place.
This is our first video of 2021.
Yeah, you're welcome to Acha. My head is actually inside the plane.
It's not.
See.
So make sure your head does not go there.
So that's the punishment for today. I've been doing my head like this. No.
It's a lost zone.
At least you see my eyes. You're welcome to Acha. You're welcome to Acha. Guys, you're welcome to our channel today. Happy New Year. Sorry we did not make a vlog. I had a list of what to do for the year. What is it vlogmas or what do you call it? Vlogmas.
What's that?
Do you know what vlogmas? I don't know what it is. I cannot explain, but I try to see all those vlogs I just do it every day. Like they'll be doing a documentary of what they do every day.
Oh, okay.
Leading to Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the situation of things.
That period.
Everybody was busy, so
That was like Bala was just a few weeks old, like 2 weeks max old.
yeah. So it was not easy to do.
Yeah, we were just getting used to having a third person in our lives. And lots of new baby, newborn stuff.
So guys, welcome to our channel. Today, towards the end of the year, we ask people to send in questions that they have concerning issues pertaining to relationship. So there was this question that came in that was really very, very important, and I felt that many people are in that shoe. And the truth is that even us, we have not figured it out, but we can say what we have been doing so far, and then deal with it. So this is the question. How do you overcome family pressure when you don't want to do some things in a conventional way? They have been thinking and dreaming of. Example, your kind of wedding and naming ceremony. How do you pass down to your parents and how they accepted it? Talking about the wedding and the norm.
Yeah, so doing things are beyond the norm. Similarly to what we have been doing.
Or deciding to live a life for yourself.
Yeah.
Not maybe probably different from what your parents, how your parents see. Values different from your parents. How do you cope with it? So, how would you say with that? I think your journey is a little bit easier than my own. My own is like the bamba barrier of the journey of dealing with parents.
So yes, I agree. But I think our parents are similar in many ways.
Okay.
Of course, not perfectly the same.
Yeah.
But I think what differentiates our journeys are our own personal life journeys too. Do you get? So for me, my parents are very conservative. Our parents are both very conservative. We have similar religious background. We both attend conservative churches.
Yeah.
And they both belong to the same interdenominational
organization. They belong to SU. Don't need to
they are both SU members.
Yeah.
We were SU members. So, but for me, I set my standard from very young. I became that rebel from very, very young person. And now we're supposed to say that our parents are conservative, so there are so many things they see as wrong that are not exactly wrong, but their own personal opinions that have become laws. So personally, at a very young age, I made it known that it is your own wrong, not my wrong. So but I had to conform, because you are getting school fees, you are doing that. But the moment I was able to make decisions from my university days, where I was able to, I made it known that these are not my values; they are your values. So when I was getting married and I was making suggestions on things I want to do, it was not strange to them. of course, you know now, they kicked back on many things we wanted to do, but we still had our way. So, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a thing of not just pushing and shoving your ideas down their throats. There's also the part of coming to a round table and discussing it.
I think the first thing from what you said is, you said from a young age, is deciding right from when you're young that starts giving your own opinion about things.
Those things.
So it's not that it's when you want to get married that you now say I don't want to do wedding, I want to do garden wedding, I don't want to do church wedding.
They didn't see you like that.
They never see you oppose them. And many times we like to we shy away from those things. So you don't want to be a disobedient child. I don't want to be seen as someone that is rebellious. And stuff. I remember when I had that issue and I was like, oh, I'm not becoming disobedient. Somebody told me, honor your father, children, it's a place of honor, it's a place of obedience. Children, obey your parents in the Lord. Then talk about honor them. There's a place of obeying everything. It's an age where you are, where you obey everything they say. And there's a place where
you have no choice.
Yes, you have no choice. But there's a place where you cannot obey everything they say. What you do is that even in your disobedience, you still honor. You still give them honor. You understand? So I think the first stage or the first thing is, I remember when I was in school and I went in church and many people had problems with it. Many parents had problems with people coming to that particular church and all that. Our pastor was like, some of you are sick now, as we're in this church now. You are stay away from home. The first person that you will call that you are sick is your parents.
It's your parents.
When you have people here, so you have shown that your life depends so much on them. You understand? You have shown so much dependency on them. So they want to reciprocate by controlling your life. So you have to start some people who leave the house at the point when the man is telling you that I remember my mother was telling me, I'm feeding you, you are living in my house. Yes. I'm feeding you, you are living in my house, you have no right to wear this particular clothes. And it makes sense. That's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. I'm living in your house, so I cannot be saying I don't want to wear skin, I want to wear clothes.
Yeah, so those are the things we must understand. Don't fight unnecessary fights.
Yeah, so give them start giving your opinion about things from when you are young. That's number two. Knowing, like you said, the fight you're supposed to fight, the necessary fight. Knowing when to leave. Knowing when to separate. Some people have to cut off from their parents for months and don't talk to me. Don't talk to you. Stay in your own. Understand? You have to get to that point. And I also think that you should not be afraid of fights. That's the problem.
So the truth is, you can't have peace without war. If you must prepare for peace, if you must have peace, prepare for war. We see it happen in our world today, in different levels and scales. When I was young, I had many disagreements with my parents. I was beaten many times.
But it gives them, but they still have it. But it sends a message to them that this child is talking.
Yes.
This child is rebelling.
Yes.
So even when you fight and when you say your opinion and they are angry and they beat you, don't forget.
You have registered that
something.
So at the point of getting married, they are not saying that since he or she married this person, they say misbehaving. Nobody will know that you had always been there because they never saw you in that light. So I am not saying that you should fight your parents at all times. But I'm saying that don't conform all in the name of what people say.
Peace.
I want peace. Truth is, you must disagree. You must disagree. So a classic example is when we were getting married, our choice of clothes were not surprise to anybody in our immediate family. So it was no surprise. They did not like it, but they were not surprised.
I remember my dad was saying that you want to be different, you like doing things different, that's how you want. It's good. Thank God you what?
Thank God you know, and I want to be different.
It's not that I'm shocking you. It's not a string of a shock.
Yeah, so they don't like it, but they were not surprised because they have seen precedents. They know me. I will never wear suit and boot tie. I hate it with passion. So when I wear turtleneck, we are like, still we know. Although it's not fine on you, but we know you down with it. And I was like, thank you. Thank God you know.
I remember there is something like when people do these things. You are a matured person. Probably in your 20s, and you're not even living with your parents, you're living far away from your parents, and people can start to report to you, your daughter is wearing a ring, or maybe someone that does not wear a ring, because these are the issues I had growing up. Earrings, makeup, jewelry, choice of clothes. And because of your parents, I will not wear it to your house, but when I'm in my home, I'm going to wear it.
Yes.
Because of what somebody said to your parents far away, you're not going to remove it. I'm like, so how do you now go and meet this man and tell the man that this person I want to marry? The man is saying no. How will you say yes, sir? This person, when the man says you move your ring and you're already removing it,
Yeah. So the truth is, me when I was getting married, I had indices. I would never ever get married to a lady that is not opinionated, that cannot make decisions on her own. That's one of the things I respect about you before we got married. That okay, she has this life that people expect her to live, but I see that she has an opinion about those things. She manages it well and lives her life. So I would never marry, and I know, and no right thinking lady will marry a man that is not decisive, that do things because
Right.
he knows he knows that this is not the life he wants to live, but because
Of what people
mommy will talk, daddy will talk. I mean, are they not supposed to talk?
That is funny.
Yeah, so you must live your life. So you don't wait till that point of marriage. I think this is the point I'm trying to make. Don't wait till that point of marriage or that point of you are going to school before living your own life, before making the changes, before letting people know. People should have seen that real you, even though you may not be able to live that real you to the fullest.
Yes, because of honor.
Because of you are honoring your parents.
And like now, as my parents don't like trousers, and I can wear it outside. But even as I'm married now, wearing it to their house is looking for trouble.
Yes.
It can even be called dishonor. You understand?
Yes.
It's unnecessary. What am I trying to prove? So, as like I said, even in your disobedience, we show honor.
Show honor.
Yeah. So it's not everything that they say that you just throw away. You must come to a compromise.
Yeah.
But let them, especially when you are still on that, let them know that this is my decision. This is what I want to do. And I want to say that when the Bible says that you live to kill, living is gradual.
Yeah.
Living is not one day bam and cut off. It's gradual. From making decisions. I remember when I was young that time, when my mommy buys shoes for me, I was like, this shoe does not go with this clothes. And I'm like, you are too opinionated, this, you like fashion. I remember all those things now. Like, this is since when I was young. So it's good that you start making decisions gradually.
They will not accept your opinion.
Yes.
Say it. One
of our friends got married, his parents refused. For years, I've been begging them, and we have been praying. And God told us that when we were praying about, God told us that the answer is in your hands.
Yes.
The answer is in your hands.
I remember
and eventually he has to go and get married without experience. Yes.
We did the marriage by ourselves. I signed the registry as his father. She signed as his mother.
I'm not there.
No.
I am not there. I'm not there. Don't call my name in this matter.
So we signed as his parents. I don't know. There are videos.
I'm not there. Oh. Please don't put me into trouble. I'm just giving an instance.
Continue.
So, like we said, like Hittim was saying, we signed as his parents because parents were not forthcoming, and we honored them. We said everything, guys. We said this is the person we want to marry. These are all of this.
We told them about it and we went ahead and did it.
So
God told us that. See, you are praying that I should do this. This is in your hands. Do it when you are ready to do it.
Move on with your life.
And we did it, and the parents came around afterwards.
I'm not sure about that, but they're married, and that's the cocoa. Nothing happened to them. You say, hey, you married without your parents' consent, something will happen to you, you have accidents, you die, all those things. The point is that there's a point where it's not everything that they say you should do. There's a point where when you hear from God, you follow the instructions. There's a point where what you owe your parents is honor, not obedience to everything that they say you should do. But I remember when I find these our parents, they used to say it, that if you're a child of God, if your father sends you to go and buy cigarette, you go and buy, don't buy it because it's a sin. So they believe that because they are Christians, they cannot have anything that will be a sin.
Yeah.
Because you can be a believer, your parents can be believers, and they're telling you to do something that is not right.
Yes.
Or you are fighting over things that is not that important. Imagine your parents fighting over you are wearing jewelry, you are wearing trousers. To me, those are very inconsequential. Does not even make any sense to me.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't make any sense to me. So we are fighting over this. So you have to come to the point where you say, sir, I know you are angry about this. Sir, I know that this is painful. I know you don't like this, but this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So I may not wear it to your house. So I may not, like I told my mom when I was getting, before I got married, I said, because she said, you wear jewelry, why are you dressing like this? I said, this is your, because she was not telling me that some of my clothes, she would burn them. I said, you can burn them, you can do anything you want to do. I'm doing it, I'm obeying you because I'm in this house. But don't be surprised when I get out and I start doing what I want to do. I still told that some days ago, started talking again. I said, remember what I told you? I said, I'm a Christian, you're a Christian. Our values is not aligned, does not mean I'm not a Christian. And I've told you before that this thing, I will do it. I will not do it under you because I honor you, I respect you, but I will do it. And this old cheap blackmail of you are a child of a pastor. Don't disgrace our name. Don't do all those.
That irritates me.
It's blackmail. It does not even work for me. It's you that called the word of you. I don't want to called. I honored the pastoral calling, or whatever it is that you have been called to. And I am a believer. And I hate to tell my parents, if you think that, if you doubt my faith, go and ask God.
Go and pray.
Go and ask God that God, though, this child, is he part of us?
I remember when I was in secondary school, I had a physical fight with someone in school because he said she be a pastor's child. That thing vexes me. God, a pastor's child. And am I the pastor? Of course, that's an extreme.
Yeah.
I had a serious fight with the person, real physical fight. We beat ourselves. But my point is that my father is a pastor. Does not mean I can't live my life. I'm a child of God. Yeah. I'm not going to embarrass his ministry by committing sin or sinning against myself and against God. No, I won't do that. But because my father preaches against trouser, me, I will not say I will not wear trouser because of that. And that's not my value. I'm going to freaking wear my trouser. It's his ministry.
Yeah.
That preachers don't wear trouser. Me, I don't believe that I shouldn't wear trouser. I'm going to freaking wear it. I'm a girl. Of course, we have established that when you are under them, you honor them. But don't forget to always live your life.
If I'm going to their, like I said, I'm going to there.
Yeah.
But you cannot come to my tell. Like my mom will come to when my mom was around the house when I had child, and she saw my wig. She was like, "This wig is not good." As a child, I said, "Please."
This is my house.
When I'm coming to house, I don't need to wear this wig. I respect myself. I wear tiny earrings. I respect myself. I don't put on trousers. I respect myself. When you're in my territory, please. Let's behave. Let's behave normal.
So in context of this person's question, it shows this person, of course, is at the verge of that point of getting married and has not lived the life she wanted to live.
Yeah.
Wants to start now and is asking the question, how can she do it? Me, in my opinion, I think you should come to a middle ground.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think you should come to a middle ground, and I'll give an example. During our wedding, we wanted to cancel reception. Of course, before we decided to cancel reception,
we do the wedding on Thursday.
We wanted to do the wedding on a weekday. That's our plan. But we had done many things like adjust our clothes. The clothes we wear for our the introduction was different.
Yes, it was adjusted. We adjusted even the time. The introduction was done on a Thursday.
Yeah. Our introduction was done on a Thursday too. They agreed for us. So there are many things we had done that they had shifted ground for us. So we realized that it's just wise that we also shift ground. We are Christians. We are not disobedient. However, we want to live our lives. But while we do it, we should do it with a sense of reality and a sense of decorum.
Yeah.
So these are our parents. They've tried. Really, they sponsored us without asking a dime from us. You may think it's a right, but I think it's a privilege.
True.
So it's also okay that we respect their wishes at times. So we allow them have their way.
I like when the wishes is not that deep. It's not that serious.
It's not that deep.
Yeah,
we didn't want to do reception.
You don't want to do reception.
The reception cost us. It was like almost half of what we spent for the entire wedding. But they had shifted grounds for us on many things. Why not just let them have this?
Yeah.
Of course, they even agreed to sponsor some part of it. That could even be one of the leverages we use. I will do it only if you sponsor it. You can do that.
Yeah, and you have your way to.
Then we didn't have the wedding on a weekday. Did it on the weekend the way they wanted it.
So understandable because their friends and their community they wanted to come.
Yeah.
They don't have time to come with.
Yeah, so actually we didn't have our way on all the things during our wedding. We shifted grounds. So I think for this lady, the time you should have shown yourself or lived your life may have passed, yes. But at this point, don't feel too bad if you don't have your way on some things. Push. But don't expect to have everything you want. Another scenario is that my parents are conservatives. They don't like trousers. My sister didn't wear trousers for a long time, but she wanted to. On an excursion, I realized that this girl you will have to wear trousers because when you are climbing, people will look at your skirt up. Maybe unintentionally. And she asked me, Mom, see, I think I should wear trousers, but mommy and daddy. She took permission from me and I told her wear it. Said I would take responsibility for it. Yes, and I did. My parents saw the pictures and they were like, how? I said, I gave her, she took permission and I supported her. I was the one that encouraged it. And they asked me and I explained to them that, how do you expect her to be climbing
rocks?
We went to a particular place, I can't remember, for excursion, rocks, and she's a lady. And I allowed her to wear trousers and my parents understood. They hated it, but I was right there with her. Come and beat her or chase her, let me see. I don't know if you get my point.
Yeah.
Of course, my parents are not exactly very extreme. I guess that's why I could even do that in the first place. So there are situations where you can apply wisdom and stuff like that.
I want to say that it's not going to be easy.
No, it's not simple.
Because our parents have had this ideas for long, and some of them believe that if you don't do this thing, you are going to hell.
In fact, you will die young.
Yeah, many of them don't have some of this emotional. They didn't learn how to talk to a child, how to train a child.
Many of them don't have emotional intelligence.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I said it. That's.
So many of them, their tactics is bad boost. That's how they have learned to attack and address issues. Me personally, I have my own because people send this message and they're like, you have your life figured out. You do your naming, do everything. I have battles that I'm fighting that I still face with my own parents. You understand? I have serious issues on dressing, on outfits, and all of this. And people are reporting your child today. She has put lipstick on.
No, that's it.
I mean, personally, my own issue is that I don't have my parents on social media. I've blocked them everywhere. I'm even on WhatsApp. But I have some special people that they have decided that my life is worth monitoring. Like this girl is a good girl, life worth monitoring. So they keep reporting me to my parents, and my parents are always, hey, look at this. That really that is when since I've been a kid. I have learned how to deal with it. My father has said many things, he told me that if I don't join SU, that I cannot prosper. Many things. You have to develop a tough skin if you have to break out. It's a huge task. Especially when you are born in homes. Like someone came to the studio yesterday, and she was all dressed fine, glamorous, and all of that. And she was talking to her father. I think the father wanted to do something. He just held the father's hand and entered into the studio. So I was just looking. I was like, wow. Imagine. So this exists in this world that I'm living in.
So you can actually relate to your father in a certain way.
So at least girl now, if you see to my father, this girl is a useless girl. When she's dressed, useless kind of person. And she listens to and the man looks like a pastor, something like that. So I realized that their definition of morality is different and all of that. So you would fight. It's not find this. Some people had to be sent out of their houses. Some people have to be beaten. I can't count the number of times I've been beaten. Not as a child though, as an adult. Serious beating. On top of when I changed church in school.
Yeah.
I changed. I was in part 2 now. Part 2 or part 3. I changed church. I came home. I told my parents I've changed church. The next day they beat nonsense out of me. I'm like, after beating me, I was like, what did this beating now do? After beating me, I went back to church. I went back to the church. I went back to school, and I told them they are beating me. Oh, please pray for my daddy. Pray. So you may have to pass through some of those. So I don't think it will be easy that. Because remember when I was in school, they said pray for your dad, pray for your parents. They will change. So you just expect that after praying for them, you just go home like this and you just wear your trousers and your dress and you just hug you. My daughter, I'm sorry for all I've done to you. I've changed my mind. Now you can now wear it. It's not going to happen like that. It's going to take series of battle, series of fight, and it's not going to be easy. So you have to you have to be strong-hearted. You have to be strong. You have to be strong. And if you don't do this thing now, I'm saying it for those people who have not gotten to that point, who are having this issue, have not gotten to the point of marriage. If you don't do it now, you have problems. And your spouse may, if me that I even fought now, I'm still having the problem. I fought back then. Talk more even I had not done any fighting. You understand? So you have to make them know. It's very important to let them know that I'm not your half proof. I may be wearing turban and wearing long gown or do whatever it is you want me to do. But this is not who I am. When my father say you live double life, you live one life in school, you live one. I say I don't have any double life. It's only one life I have. That life I have is the one I live when I'm outside of this house. This one that I'm living here is the fake one. So I don't have double life. This is your own life. This is my own life. So it's nothing double about it.
So the title of this video is my mother-in-law. One thing.
We'll figure out it.
So now my point is that there are people that have problems in their marriages because of the life they have chosen to live after they left home. So your parents will have problems with your spouse because they might believe that they are the ones influencing your new character. If you don't make that change before bringing that individual into your life.
True.
So there are individuals there are guys. We think it's only ladies that have mother-in-law issues. There are shitload of guys that have issues with mother-in-laws, but it's hardly talked about. And this is because many times the lady left home and is now married and wants to live a different life, and it is believed that it is a man. It is effecting the change. We are almost like that, but not like that. You understand where I'm coming from? Of course, also ladies have these issues. So protect your spouse by setting the standards and making certain things known before you bring that innocent person to your life.
Because really, there's nothing that man can even do. When they start accusing, how they say the man cannot really fight for you. He can fight, but there's no more. There's
so much responsibility
they can do on the matter. He's his father-in-law. He's not. He didn't grow up there. He can't talk to the man anyhow. You understand? So as much as possible, try to protect this person.
This person.
Protect this person by doing what you are supposed to do.
Yep.
That's it.
So guys, bottom line, live your life at all times, and while applying wisdom.
Yeah, and don't forget to compromise. They must be compromised.
You must be able to shift grounds without changing your core.
Yeah,
shift grounds without changing
your values.
Your values and stuff. It's okay to be a rebel, but of course,
the part of
with sense.
The part of rebels is a very dangerous part.
It is.
And a lonely part is very lonely. And so, if you are not called for it, just manage your life, and be normal.
And be fine. And don't complain.
And don't complain. Yeah. But if you have to live your life, you have to.
It comes at a price.
It comes at a price. You cannot have it easy. No one has ever had it easy.
Yep.
And you may not ever, your parents may never get to understand it before the time.
Yeah, they may never understand it.
It may not happen.
It's okay.
So it's okay. It's okay. The fact is that you are doing what you're supposed to do, and it's also a call for us as people who become parents to be more deliberate.
Yeah.
Everything is not about fights.
And to be emotionally intelligent.
Yeah.
In dealing with our kids when we get to that point.
Very, very important.
Emotional intelligence is very interesting, and it's not only for young people. As I said, it's not all old people that have it. It's not by age.
True.
So that's why I made the decision I made. Many of our parents don't have it. And we shouldn't blame them. We should understand that they don't have it and know how to handle that angle.
True. So guys, we've come to the end of this channel. We've come to the end of this episode. If you have any more questions, please send it to us. You can send it to WhatsApp, send it to Facebook, inbox, Instagram, or you send it to our email, Ayodeles@gmail.com. We're gonna answer it publicly. Thank you so much. Peace out.
See you next time.
Please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. Thank you guys for
share this video.
Getting us to 1,000. I'm not sure I've done this.
Yes, not
1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much.
Really mind blowing. We appreciate you.
Keep sharing.
Thank you for spending your data on us.
Keep sharing. Keep liking. Keep
commenting too.
Everything. Please, if you have any experience with parents stuff and all,
share with us.
Share in the comments.
We'd love to know. Please, if you have any experience about this, if you have handled this, share below. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you.